Okay, so I took my newspaper print, the Savage Love article. If you don't know who Savage Love, Dan Savage is, you're missing out. He's hilarious. He gives like advice column. He's an advice columnist, but like sexual advice columnist. And he is just amazing. So I'm cutting up his article. What I did was I took the article and I placed it print down and made a photocopy of it. And now I'm just going to cut out the little clippings. And as you can see, these are like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. They're bigger than my nail bed. And that's the point. You want it to cover your nail completely. So I made a photocopy and now I'm cutting them out until I'm left with something like this. This one's cool because it's talking about watching porn and cheating and anyway, kind of funny. Oh, I don't even have it in the camera. Okay, so that's what you should have left. You should have your alcohol ready. This is rubbing alcohol. You can use vodka. I personally would rather drink my vodka than dip my fingers in it, so I'm using regular alcohol. You should put 2 even coats of your base color on your finger and let it dry completely. Mine are still wet, so I'm going to give it some more time to dry. Okay, so my nail, I hope, is dry enough. I'm going to dip it in the rubbing alcohol for about 3 to 5 seconds. And then I'm going to take one of my clippings and place it print side down directly on my nail. You want to give it like this little curve action here. Make sure it's straight, of course. I guess if you want to go for a crooked look, you can. And as you can see at the very top, there's not enough liquid there, like it's not wet enough, so I'm just going to dab it on with my finger. And then I'm going to press down, and like really, really, really press down. And I'm going to hold this. It usually takes about, for me, it takes about 2 to 4 minutes for these to transfer. So I'm going to check after 2 minutes, after the 3rd minute, and then hopefully it doesn't take up to 4 minutes, but sometimes it has been. So I'm just going to keep pressing down, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, so it's been on my finger for about 2 minutes. I've kept pressing down, applying pressure, and now I'm going to just go at the edge and peel and see. And it looks like it's transferring. I'm just going to keep pulling carefully. And as you're doing this, you'll notice that some of the paper, the fibers, stay behind. And you just lift gently, pull those fibers off. When you add the top coat, it'll smooth out the edges, so I'm going to spend some time. So to smooth out those edges, a tip is to have another bowl or glass or whatever, I'm using a shot glass obviously, of just water, and I know that look exactly the same, so I filled the water up higher than the alcohol so that I would know the difference. So when you get those fibers left over on your nail, dip your finger in water, and then the paper should just disintegrate off. If you just like lightly brush like this, it'll come off. And then it'll be, you know, relatively smooth. It's not going to be perfectly smooth because, you know, there will be like the fibers left over a little bit, but it'll make it better if you just dip your finger in water and just like lightly press down and pull those fibers up. If you've let the paper completely dry, it shouldn't be an issue. And then after that, you just apply your top coat to your finger and you're done.